So, finally turning to religion versus non-religion. I've already shown how students self-represent through multiple religious and non-religious terms, and self-consciously fluctuate between these, and exemplify all manner of combinations of religious and non-religious dimensions, which defied simple dichotomization. Although I could make numerous new points, I'm going to limit myself to a brief two. Firstly, my study suggested that the family play a key role in the formation of non-religious self-representations, and remains a constituent part of those. Results seem to suggest that religion, indifference, and non-religion in the family home could all contribute to the formation of a non-religious self-description. And then gender. I'm well aware gender is a very contested issue, so I'll just skip through it quickly. But the common view is that religion emphasizes feminine qualities of relationality and emotional expression, and that men tend to exhibit a greater degree of skepticism than do women. It's been proposed that women value being caring and expressive and appreciate the value of improving subjective life, in contrast to men who concentrate on improving quality of life by way of autonomous, individuated, and competitive agency. When this study's subject group are tabulated according to gender and type, this produces three key results. The majority of male students were examples of naturalistic and philosophical types. The majority of female students, examples of the humanistic and spiritual types. And there were no male examples of the familial type. In the light of previous statements, this makes a degree of sense. Philosophical and naturalistic students tended to engage with intellectual and terminological discussions associated with non-religion. Conversely, the spiritual, familial, and humanistic students engaged with non-religion when religion interacted with their human-oriented values, and showed little concern for intellectual gymnastics. Although I claim no expertise in this field, and am well aware, as I said, of its contested nature, these correlations suggest that interactions with gender changed little, no matter which side of the religion-non-religion dichotomy scholars focus on. These points suggest that certain ideas and concepts prevalent in religious studies can apply to the non-religious. The narrative frameworks associated with my types transcend the religion-non-religion dichotomy, and combined with previous points suggest that these types could have applicability regardless of religious or non-religious classification. Future research could attempt to expand this typology to include religious individuals, which unfortunately I was unable to do, whilst simultaneously deconstructing the religion-non-religion dichotomy in the process. So this study was small-scale and exploratory, and consequently it has limited generalizability to wider society. By prioritizing individual narratives elicited through open-ended questioning, I excluded the possibility of encountering those who were truly indifferent. And I had to build my understandings upon the contextual and fluid utterances of individuals who desired to volunteer information. However, in spite of these limitations, this study, I hope, provides a nuanced and in-depth qualitative understanding of non-religion, which enables a threefold conclusion to be made. Firstly, the current terminology which populates the non-religious category is of limited use without additional qualification, and perpetuates short-sighted understandings of non-religion. Secondly, each student's personal non-religiosity was pragmatically negotiated through and subordinated to their narrative framework, embodied in one of these 5 proposed types. And finally, these types are rooted in themes which transcend the religion-non-religion dichotomy, and these themes, combined with correlations with the study of religion, suggest a movement away from this dichotomy, focusing instead on what people have to say in their own terms. I hope that I've not only contributed to the current critiques of the reification of this religion-non-religion dichotomy, but also demonstrated that non-religion studies isn't a sui generis niche subject. Acknowledging and engaging with the non-religious can provide an alternative perspective on all aspects of the study of religion, recalibrating the discipline towards studying people in their own terms, and not simply because they are perceived to have or lack something which scholars define as religion. This has been quite an intense overview. I'm more than happy to email my thesis to anyone who wants to read through it. There's my email address. There's also a high probability that my interviews and transcripts are going to be placed in a publicly accessible archive. I'm just finalizing details of that. So again, the material will be there should you wish to look at it or use it yourself.